Hey all you cool cats and kittens, Stevie here, and congratulations, you have done all the basics to start creating nifty AI files of your own. In this video, I'm going to tie down everything together and show you guys how I created the base name tag file that I recommend all of y'all cut out that you can see right here, so you can have your own name tags that you can wear. I'll be using every single tool that I showed you for the most part. Maybe not the direct selection tool or the pen tools, but I swear those are still useful. It's been a long time since I made this name tag, so I may not remember the exact mindset I was in, but let's get to it. So right now, I'm going to go to File, hit New, and create a 32 by 18 file. Now this canvas is already much too big. We know that standard name tags are about 4 by 3 inches, so we don't need this large of an artboard, so we're going to cut this down quite a bit. And we'll make it, let's say, 10 by 10. Okay, and now let's create that 4 by 3 rectangle. So we'll go to the shape tool, get the rectangle out, and hit 4 by 3, and then we'll actually make sure that this rectangle will be vector cut. And if you don't remember how to do that, you just make sure that there's no fill, that the stroke size is either RGB or CMYK red, which is always going to be right there, and then make the stroke size 0.072. And right now you should see that the rectangle looks pretty faded, and it does. Okay, so in order to get placement right, we don't need this, sorry. In order to get the placement right, we want to make sure that we have down the positions of everything in here. So to do so, we're gonna move this name tag skeleton file to the top corner. And then I'm going to quickly jot down the positions and widths of just about everything in here so we can create basically an exact replica. And so I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, all right, cool. Now hopefully I skipped ahead in the video editing so you don't have to watch a minute of me copying down just about every position, but for those of you that are still unclear of what I just did, so I know that this line segment is 0.65 inches away from the top of this rectangle, so when I create a line segment right here of the specified width of 2.32, I know exactly where to put it. So I'm going to move this rectangle also over and snap it to the top left corner. Okay, so we'll use the line segment tool now, and we'll put down the first line segment. So the first line segment is 2.32 inches, and then its position is 0.65. And there we have it. There's where the first line segment is, and then right now it still has that same red stroke path, but we don't want to cut that out, so we'll just make this be 1 point. And then we'll make a new line segment. This width is a little different. It's actually 2.24. I don't remember why I would make them different, but don't worry about it. And this position is 1.76 and 1.81. Okay, so we're about ready to move on to the Hive logo. So somewhere in the PI shared folder, you will find the Hive logo. It has its own little folder here. And then we just quickly download this file and open it up in Illustrator, so I'm going to do that right now. And here we have the Hive logo. So we'll copy this logo into our new name tag, and so it's a little too big, that's okay. We know the width of this logo in the skeleton file is 1.75 inches wide, and if we turn on the uniform scaling, we don't have to worry about the height. And there it is, and now we just have to update its position. Okay, and now we have the Hive logo in place, and the last things we need are the text boxes. And so we'll put one right here and update its position. and width and stuff. Oops. Okay, and now we have the pure instructor name tag, and then I also saved over that it's Myriad Pro, regular, and then 19 point. And so all we have to do now is change this to be spelled as pure instructor. Cool. Then we have one last text box, and that's where my name is going to go. So I'll just already put Stevie Lamone. And hopefully I didn't spell it wrong. This is about to be really embarrassing when I bring it up to where it's supposed to be. Okay, and then the width and height depends on how long your name actually is. So you can mess with this as you need to, obviously, and you can mess with this. Oh wow, I did spell my name wrong. Nice, we love to see it. Can't spell. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna change some properties of my name to really make this name tag my own. I'm gonna make my name and Comic Sans for all you haters out there. Make it bold Comic Sans, and now we have just about my own custom name tag here. And so it's almost ready to be laser cut, but I think this name tag is missing a little pizzazz, a little bit of me. So I'm gonna add some of my own personal touches to this name tag. So the first thing I'm gonna add here is the Atlanta skyline. I've lived in Atlanta for a very long time. I call it my own. One of my other pictures that I'm going to add is a clicker from The Last of Us, seeing as it just came out. It's one of my favorite games, and I'm enjoying playing it now, and it's a good one. So I'm going to do one of those gross zombies who I'll refer to as Mushroom Man because it's brought on by a fungal disease, but we'll start off with the Atlanta skyline. Okay, so we'll make it black and white. So you'll see online, if you search something in black and white, you'll find a lot of silhouette images in which people usually try to charge you for them. But the secret is by image tracing, you can actually eliminate most backgrounds. So you can see here the vector shot, it's supposed to be 69 cents. I'm a cheap, stingy person, and I don't want to pay those 69 cents. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crop the image to be only what I want here, and then I'm going to image trace it into black and white. And just like that, the background disappears, which it's a little messed up. I would please pay for it if you're gonna promote it, obviously, but most of the time piracy is a victimless crime. So we'll change the width accordingly to something that's a lot more manageable. We'll make it 2 inches, and we'll put it right next to the Hive logo because it is my home. Okay, and so now we have the Atlanta skyline. We'll also make sure that Buzz is in there. You can't have a good name tag without Buzz, unless you think so. But then again, this is my name tag, so it doesn't really matter what you think. All right. Okay. So we'll change it up. Instead of using this one, we'll use the one with where he has glasses, because I think this one's pretty cool. Because I'm pretty sure he also has a Walkman, which is pretty tight. So we'll paste him in here. Image trace him to be black and white. Shrink him down quite a bit. We're going to put him in the top right corner. He's really small. So Buzz can use a friend, so we'll copy and paste him another one. And put them both right next to each other. Okay, and so now we have this giant gaping white space right here. And that's where I'm going to put the clicker, or I guess Mushroom Man for The Last of Us. He's pretty gross, but I think it'll serve as a good learning tutorial of how the pen tool can actually matter. Because I know I said I wasn't going to use the pen tool, but after battling it out and thinking about it, I can't keep hyping up the pen tool if I haven't even shown you the usefulness of said pen tool. So right here, I copy and pasted the clicker, I guess Mushroom Man, on here, and he, as you can see, he looks pretty gross in all his way, right? So what I did with the pen tool is I slowly but surely traced his entire outline, or basically what I want from this picture. And so I used the pen tool, went all the way around, took me about 3 minutes, but as you can see, it's pretty close to everything that I want here, right? And normally, like I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna image trace it. Oh no. I think it's working. Sometimes image tracing takes a long time for very high pixel dense images like this. Usually not this long, but you know, sometimes you just gotta wait. Oh, that's because I did 16 colors by accident. Alright, so we'll do shades of gray. Sorry for making y'all wait with me. I guess I can just edit this out later, but we'll see if I actually do, or if I want you to wait with me. So another thing about the pen tool, so what I'm about to use is called a clipping mask, and basically what a clipping mask does is when you're using it in tandem with the pen tool and you highlight something like this, you'll be able to see here that the clipping mask will take away everything that isn't highlighted with the pen tool. So I'll show you what I mean. So I'll hit Control-Alt, and I'll go to Object, I'll hit Clipping Mask, and I'll hit Make. And just like that, now we have the head of Mushroom Man, right? Which is all we want, because now we can imagine that Mushroom Man is dead and he can't hurt you anymore. Which is a good thing, because he looks mildly scary. So we'll shrink him down a good bit. We'll make him 1.25 inches. And we'll put his head where he belongs, to be in the top right corner. And there we have it. There we have it. We have my own unique name tag. And for all of you that would have been upset with me by cutting this gross Mushroom Man image into my name tag, fear not, I already have a name tag. I don't need another one that's wasteful. So you don't have to worry about that. But this is just for tutorial sake. So there you have it. Now you guys are ready to make AI files of your own. Be sure to show me some of y'all's designs. Making your own name tag and successfully cutting it is actually the test to get a check off from the laser cutter. So really put your heart and soul into it. I want to see that you actually kind of understand everything that's going on here, so just be mindful of that. So without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video where we'll talk about sending stuff to the laser cutter so you can actually get things cut. So it's all downhill from now. So thanks for watching. See you.